Good evening, Ms. Smita. Welcome to Social Impact Summit 2024. You're a winner today. Congratulations on that. What does this recognition mean to you and your organization?
So, we've been working to disrupt the status quo for last 30 years. We work on prevention of sexual violence, to interrupt the cycle of gender-based violence. And for that, disrupting the status quo is the most critical action. To actually be recognized for how great a disruptor we have been over the years is an actual honor to not only us but to all the people that we work with and all the people who work like us in interrupting the cycle of gender-based violence. Disrupting the silence, disrupting the harm, and replacing it with accountability, action, and awareness.
That was a beautiful answer, ma'am. So, if I ask you what were the key challenges that you faced while pursuing your initiative in the social impact, and a little bit about what you do?
Yes, so we work to actually, as I said, disrupt the cycle of sexual violence, whether it is child sexual abuse, whether it is something happening with intimate partner violence, whether it's domestic violence, and we work in the spectrum of prevention.
What are the challenges that you face?
Nobody wants to talk about it. We are in such huge denial that something like this is happening, not in the other person's house, not with just the economically weak segments, but in my own house, in my own backyard, is something that we refuse to accept. So there's huge amount of denial, then there is silence. If you actually do accept, then you are camouflaged with silence because you are ashamed, there's shame, and then if you do speak about it, there's stigma and you're ostracized. Now, how do you beat that? How do you beat denial, silence, shame, and stigma? How do you get people to move from the language of morality into a language of rights? That what we're talking about here is a disruption of a constitutional right to equality. And how can we actually replace that disruption by actually disrupting what needs to be disrupted, which is the denial, silence, shame, and stigma?
Any insights on how do you do that? How do you manage to overcome these challenges?
I think we are slowly heading towards a social tipping point because more and more there are conversations, and we have Gen Z to really applaud for this because they are not fearful of calling a spade, of getting a language, of being able to say this is right and this is wrong. They are conscious and aware about the personal autonomy, the choices, They are interrupting, actually opening up and disrupting the silence which has kept everybody shackled. And not being able to accept it. So the more information we have out, we're flooding the environment with information through all kinds of creative and innovative ways, whether it is short form videos, whether it is theater, whether it is mainstream theater, whether it's films, whether it's web series. So we are just flooding the environment with material in formats which are engaging, which have a hook, and which people want to see it. So there's a lot of pull factor over there, not just a push factor. And I think that's contributing to our success.